Okay, let's leave our boxing and then go to what you are probably talking about. That list that was released by Coach Sunday Oliseh for that game between Nigeria and Swaziland. Now, at first, no Kelechi Iheanacho, and then somehow heaven intervened, and Kelechi Iheanacho's name got into that list. But that's a very good one, well deserved addition.
We've all been waiting for this, and I think it's a very, very good development. If I could emphasize that I'll probably use race to power 100. That's how good it is for a young man like Kelechi Iheanacho to be finally called up. We've seen youngsters of many countries being given an opportunity to show what they have, and you can even testify to that in just the last game Man City played, and how influential Kelechi Iheanacho was to their winning.
3 assists, 1 goal,
exactly,
voted man of the match.
That game. So honestly, he's deserved this, but it's long coming. I just hope he doesn't get his head now.
That's it.
And he performs.
Let's just wait there and just run through the list. Goalkeepers, Kali Keme plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers in England. There's also Ikechukwu Eze, who are repping Sunshine Stars right here in Nigeria. And Dele Alampasu, who just moved to Portugal. That's for the goalkeepers. The defenders, that's right there on your screen. Abdullahi Shehu is also in Portugal. There's Carlo Oji, Enugu Rangers. Eldestine Chejile, one of the old guys also in the mix. Chima Akas of Sharks FC, good to see, keeps getting better. Leon Balogu of FC Mainz in Germany. Godfrey Obwabona, he plays for Riserspor in Turkey. Efe Ambrose plays for Celtic in Scotland, is also in the mix. And then Austin Oboro Akpo of Abia Warriors. The midfielder is again Onazi. There's Paul Onobi, there's John Mikel Obi, there's Rabiu Ibrahim, Wilfred Indidi. That's a good one. Wilfred Indidi actually being called up, played for Genk in Belgium. And there's Sylvester Igbonu also in the mix. For the forwards, there's Ahmed Musa, who is the captain. Moses Simon, intelligent player anytime, any day. Or Dion Iga, who is doing so well right there in Watford in England. Ezekiel Bassi, intelligent midfielder for with Aimba Football Club of Aba, is also there. And then Alex Iwobi of Africa, and that's the name that keeps coming up every time. He is impressive. Obafemi Martins of Seattle Sounders also in the midst. Obafemi Martins coming back. Mixed reactions, but I think it's also justified.
Very well justified. Week in, week out, he makes the top plays of the MLS. He makes the Player of the Week nomination. His goals are resounding goals, not just any goal you would see every day. So I think, yes, some people might say we say we are rebuilding, and then we are going to the past in bringing some player who has played his better years. But I think he's on form. He's the best striker Nigeria has now, currently as we speak.
Best,
as far as I'm concerned.
Better than Odion?
Better than Odion. Check the goal records. Check the goal records, Austin. The truth is, Obafemi Martins is the best striker we have as at now. So he deserves to wear that number 9 jersey in Nigeria. Yes, quote me, yes. Okay. I'm saying that.
Okay. So
I stand to be corrected. Anyone who has a contrary opinion should please bring out the goal scoring records of all Nigerian strikers across the world. Not just in Europe. And then let's compare what.
Does it matter to you the age of a player, or is just about current form?
Productivity is what matters. If you can come and deliver, we need goals. Super Eagles, we can see we need goal scorers. We've not been scoring in all our games. It's been drab, it's been boring. We've not seen that firepower. And it's about time we at least bring in someone who is renowned for scoring goals, not by pedigree, but by the fact that he's doing it week in, week out, and we hear about it, we see it, and we know what he has in him. So let's just give him a chance and let's see, let him prove us wrong in all the trust we've had in him. And for one, I don't think Obafemi Martins will disappoint us, because experience also is very key, in this kind of moments where there's pressure, on the team, and the fact that the goods are not going smoothly, for the team. So someone like him, who is more experienced, will be level-headed, will be calm enough, to handle the pressure of playing in the Super Eagles now, which I must say, Coach Oliseh needs that kind of player right now.
I underline that word level-headed. Let's paint a scenario. Obafemi Martins comes for this game, and then the preferred choice is either Odion or what's his name, Moses Simon. And then even at some point, the substitution is Kelechi Iheanacho and Obafemi Martins in there. Don't you think? Because to the next extent, that's a senior player.
Yeah, I think
ego might just come into play.
No, the question should be, why call him up if you're not going to play him?
Yes,
that's a big question.
But the coach can call you up just to monitor you. Yeah, just to monitor you.
They should
It
have-
could just even be your body language in camp that they want to see. You want to be sure that you're someone that can move along with the team.
In honest
that is
truth.
undergoing a rebuilding process.
But Austin, wait a minute. Put yourself in Obafemi's shoes. You've been yearning to play for the Super Eagles for a long time. Now you finally get an opportunity with your current form, and with the fact that the fans are backing you, and you are not played.
And then you don't get that chance.
I think it's going to be difficult for him to handle. I am not Obafemi Martins. I don't want to think about how he's going to handle the situation.
Yeah.
But he would be a very good guy to actually be very calm, with his age, his level, of experience, not to react poorly, if he's not eventually played. But I think he deserves to play in all the strikers we've listed, in this team. He deserves a chance at least to start. If some of our strikers in time past who haven't, been in current form, we've given them chance to prove themselves. At least let's see what they can do. Why not give someone who is actually banging in the goals, the front line, to go and add the attack line for us? And he, of course, thank God we have the luxury of substituting. If he doesn't do well, you take him out and you bring someone else in.
I totally agree with you, Femi. So that's Femi Adefeso's opinion as regards the list that has been released by Coach Sonny Oliseh for the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifying game against Swaziland. What's your take on that, please? Who should have been there that is not? And who do you want out of that list? Because, of course, I know every Nigerian football fan is a coach. Talk to us on Twitter with channels_sports and on Facebook with channels-sports. Let's keep talking about that list until that game is played on the 13th of November 2015. Off to Chile we go. FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Nigeria are the Golden Eagles. They are the defending champions. They're looking forward to winning that title for a record 5th time. Can they do it? Last night, it was a rush. It was a rush. 6 goals to nothing. They destroyed Australia. Everyone cannot stop talking about Victor Osimhen. But before you talk about it, it was Brazil 1, New Zealand 0. Mexico defeated the host Chile by 4 goals to 1. Hopefully the spark will not leave with the host team. Nigeria crushed Australia by 6 goals to nothing. And then Belgium defeated Korea Republic by 2 goals to nothing. And what's your take on that game?
I think our boys have actually done us proud, up until this moment, I must say, because a few of us, had some skepticism when these guys were going, because we really didn't know much about the boys. And a lot of the experienced veterans or pundits, usually said, I think it's a good omen. The fact that we don't know too much about these guys, so they give us a chance to actually spring up a surprise. So we won't say we're
expecting so much from Victor Osimhen. It's not now that people are seeing him.
Now we are keeping tabs there, exactly. And it's good, because they're progressing well. Yes, there was a blip against Croatia. Everybody was complaining, about so many things. But there was a correction against Australia, which I like, because we dominated through and through, up into the game. But you want to say, was Australia really a true test, for us? Looking at how they qualified from their group.
When it was just 2-0, they didn't take it. Just imagine if it was 2-1, pressure starts creeping in.
Yes, but I think overwhelmingly we never stood a chance of losing that game.
But it was just 2-0 at halftime, Femi.
We ended up scoring 6. How manage? How were we able to do it? 2 in the first half, then we scored 4 in the second. It shows the confidence the team had, in even striving to go get goals. And another team may decide to lock up shop and say, hey, we are not going forward to score. Let's just maintain the lead, so we don't risk counter attacks and get goals conceded. They went forward, kept on moving, and of course, I like the demeanor of Coach Emmanuel Amunike. Okay. He shows someone who is in control and who the boys actually pay attention to and listen to very well. So I'm so far so good. I'm impressed with what I've seen. And I hope the run doesn't end here. We keep moving until we get to the final and win that trophy. But really, what will gladden my heart at the end of the day is to see another Kelechi Iheanacho.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's what it is. Not just another Kelechi Iheanacho, another Taiwo Awoniyi, another Wakali, because that team, that team.
Wilfred Ndidi, mention all of them.
Look at that. Wilfred Ndidi already playing for the Super Eagles now. Kelechi Iheanacho also called up. That's progress.
Yes.
And that's what I want. A colleague actually said to me that at this stage of the competition, no more dancing for the Golden Eagles. When you get to the quarterfinals, then it's serious business. Okay, games to be played at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Croatia will take on Germany. Mali, our brothers, will take on Korea, DPR. So we're rooting for our African brothers to go all the way in that one. Russia will play Ecuador, while France will take on Costa Rica. Femi, now quarterfinals, 3 more games. You win 3 more games, champions. What should this team, what should be their focus now?
The focus should be on the next game. Don't think too far ahead. You know, because when you think too far ahead, you may not see what's exactly in front of you, and you stumble, and before you know it, you're on the floor. You know, so focus on the next game. That should be where all the energy is. Thinking about how to win, you know, the coaches should begin to scout our possible opponents, you know, who we're going to play, how we're going to defeat them, you know, where their weaknesses are. And I think that's just the best thing we can do. Focus on the next game. All the energy, 100% of it should be on the next game. Let's not think too far. It's 3 games, yes, but 3 games, if you lose 1, there's no 2 in the future. So now is what we should focus on. To focus on the next game, let's get that one done, then we go to the next one. And by the time we're at the finals, it's a done deal, man. It's win and take glory. You know, no one needs to remind you, you know, in the final game that you need to win. You know, you have to motivate yourself.
I just take this speech from Coach Femi Adefeso. I just play it to the team. So that's from Femi Adefeso to the team. Stay focused at this stage of the competition. You just need to stay focused as you play your remaining games. Okay, that's it for the FIFA Under 17 World Cup. And of course, I will be talking about the list released by the Nigerian Football Federation. Of course, Coach Sunday Oliseh's list inviting players for the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifying game against Swaziland. We'll go on a break now. Yes, we'll go on that break. When we come back, remember, yesterday, match day 35 game in the Nigeria Professional Football League, Taraba FC and Nasarawa United. That game was abandoned with just 3 minutes to go. The LMC was watching and smiling. Guess what? Sanctions coming down on Taraba FC and other clubs. We'll talk about it when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Stay.